The story begins with a breathtaking view of the vast savanna at sunrise. Birds scatter from a baobab tree, and drums echo faintly in the distance. The voice of a griot fills the air. In the time of our ancestors, when the earth was young and men's hearts were pure, there lived a man unlike any other. He was a hunter, a leader, and a legendary giant, both in strength and spirit. This is his story. Cut to a bustling village. Women fetch water, children play, and men sharpen tools. Suddenly, the ground trembles. A towering figure emerges from the forest, carrying a massive antelope on his shoulders. The villagers cheer, chanting his name, Narwuni, Narwuni the giant. The rise of Narwuni. Narwuni, born to humble parents, grew unnaturally tall and strong as a child. By the age of 10, he could uproot small trees, despite his size. He was kind and thoughtful, always using his strength to help others. The village elders recognized his potential and taught him the ways of the hunter, how to track, how to read the stars, and how to honor the spirits of the land. Narwuni excelled, quickly becoming the most skilled hunter in the region. But Narwuni was more than a hunter. He was a protector. When neighboring tribes raided the village, he stood like a human wall, single-handedly driving them away with his sheer strength and bravery. Villager to Narwuni, you are not just a man. You are our shield, our hope, the challenge. 1 year, a terrible drought grips the land. Rivers dry up, crops fail, and game becomes scarce. The village begins to despair, and whispers of anger reach Narwuni's ears. Elder, the gods have forsaken us. Perhaps we have angered them. The villagers believe the drought is a curse, placed by an ancient forest spirit that was disturbed by hunters. They beg Narwuni to lead them to the spirit's lair deep in the forbidden forest. Against the warnings of the elders, Narwuni agrees. Narwuni, if this curse can be lifted, I will face whatever lies ahead. No hunter fears the forest, and no leader fears sacrifice. The journey. Narwuni gathers a small group of brave men and sets off into the forest. The journey is treacherous. They face venomous snakes, raging rivers, and eerie sounds that seem to come from nowhere. One night, around the fire, Narwuni tells his companions about his mother's dying words. Narwuni, she said, strength is a gift, but wisdom is what will save your people. Never let your pride speak louder than your heart. As they venture deeper, the men begin to falter, but Narwuni's resolve keeps them moving forward.
The spirit's trial. They finally reach the lair of the forest spirit, a massive cave surrounded by ancient trees. Inside, they find the spirit, a glowing, ethereal being with the form of a lion and a voice of thunder. Forest spirit, why do you disturb my peace, hunter? Narwuni kneels, explaining the suffering of his people. The spirit agrees to lift the curse, but only if Narwuni can prove himself worthy. He must complete 3 trials. 1. Strength. Narwuni wrestles a supernatural beast. 2. Wisdom. He solves a riddle that could cost his companions their lives if answered incorrectly. 3. Sacrifice. The spirit demands that Narwuni give up something he holds dear. In the final trial, Narwuni offers his hunting bow, the symbol of his pride and the source of his identity as a hunter. Narwuni, if my people can eat and drink again, I will hunt no more. The return. The spirit, moved by Narwuni's selflessness, lifts the curse. Rain begins to fall as Narwuni and his companions return to the village. The once parched land blooms with life, and the people rejoice. But Narwuni, true to his word, hangs up his bow and devotes himself to teaching the next generation. He becomes a griot, telling his story to remind his people of the power of courage, wisdom, and sacrifice. Years later, Narwuni lies on his deathbed. As the village gathers to say goodbye, he smiles. His final words are a blessing. Narwuni, may you always stand tall, not in body, but in spirit. And sir, the giant of the north lives on, not in the flesh, but in the hearts of his people, forever. The end.